Well, hello. I am here with another video for Ace Reporter, and the reason I'm here is because it's almost rom-com season, and as an Ace person, I gotta say, I'm totally down with that. And that's because of a little thing that nobody ever talks about, and that is being egoromantic. And if you don't know what that word means, stick around, friends, because I am a word nerd and I'm going to break it down for you. Because while everybody talks about egosexuals, nobody talks about egoromantic people. And I get it, sex sells, but the other video that I have on this channel goes into all the reasons that I managed to live more than a half a century on this planet and not know that I was on the Ace spectrum. And part of it was that I didn't see myself. I didn't have the words to describe my particular experience. It's not that I didn't know that asexual people existed. I did. I just thought that they all had to look a certain way. And it turns out that the microlabels that I identify with didn't exist until really I was in my 40s, and it was a good decade before that knowledge made its way to me. So what I'm going to do is read you this dictionary definition of being egoromantic, and then I'm going to explain how it works out for me. Okay? So Aegoromantic, or Aegoromantic, previously known as Aegoromantic, is a microlabel on the aromantic spectrum that describes those who enjoy the concept of romance but have a disconnection between themselves and the subject of romantic fantasies. Aegoromantic individuals may have romantic fantasies, enjoy romantic media, or engage in shipping in fandoms, but they tend to feel little to no romantic attraction in real life and typically do not desire a romantic relationship. Oftentimes, their romantic fantasies are viewed from a disassociative third-person perspective and not from the first person. Okay? They usually involve other individuals, such as fictional characters or celebrities, with the egoromantic individual only being a disembodied observer. Okay. Some common egoromantic experiences include enjoying romantic content, but lacking the same enthusiasm for a romantic relationship in real life. Fantasizing about romance, but the egoromantic individual is not involved, or they're a celebrity, or they're a fictional character, or they're just unattainable. They cannot imagine themselves in a romantic relationship or doing romantic things like kissing and going out on romantic dates, or being in a marriage, or living a whole life with somebody. They may fantasize about romance, but it's idealized and it's unrealistic. Adding realistic elements to the fantasy makes the idea of romance less appealing or even repulsive. Perceiving someone as attractive yet not seeing the appeal of doing romantic things like kissing the individual in real life. The Aegoromantic individual may instead prefer to fantasize about them. Aegoromanticism may be similar to pseudo-romantic, which describes an individual who experiences a non-romantic attraction, which mimics romantic attraction, often by inducing romantic feelings. The sexual equivalent is Aegosexual, which again, you've probably heard if you've been around the Ace universe. Now, let's see if I can turn this around. Okay. It's not letting me do that, but I wanted to show you the flag. So there is the flag, and I will link this page in the comments. So now that we've gone through that dictionary definition, what I'm going to do is talk about how this has played out in my head. I'm the kind of person who's always considered themselves a hopeless romantic. I love rom-coms. I love romantic movies. If I'm watching a TV series, I will always ship the couple that you're supposed to ship. I will always root for a couple. I love seeing people happy and in love in person and in real life. I often say things like, love is something that is special and rare, and not everybody gets that. For a long time, I was upset because I considered myself one of those who didn't get to experience that wonderful thing that I had built up in my mind as being so awesome. I liked it so much that I actually thought that I wanted it in my life. But realistically, if I did want it, probably would have pursued it a little harder. And when I did find myself going out on dates, I would try online dating, that kind of thing. I would go out with somebody, instantly feel very uncomfortable. Kind of what my LGBT friends describe when they try to go out with somebody of the opposite sex. I would just feel instantly uncomfortable, like I was in the wrong place. Or I would instantly friend zone them, or they would instantly friend zone me, and there would just be no connection with this person. And I didn't understand it. I thought it was because I was unattractive. I thought it was because I drew unattractive people that I wasn't attracted to. And so I grew to hate the dating experience to the point where I didn't want to be on a date. And I would delve into the dating pool very, very rarely. And when I did, it was always a disaster. It got to the point where I decided that I wasn't going to pursue a relationship anymore. And that if this was something that the Almighty wanted in my life, He could bring it to me. And so that was where I found myself when I learned that I was on the Ace spectrum, and then I learned about the ego microlabels, which kind of was my key to understanding everything. They call these microlabels. The Aegosexual and the Aegoromantic are microlabels, but for me, they're a little more than a microlabel. They really explain a lot about my particular orientation, where I fit on the ace spectrum, how I'm sex positive, how I love romance, but yet, you know, I'm not sex repulsed, I'm not romance repulsed, I'm not romance averse. I just don't want it for myself. But I'm very happy when other people have it. And I like the idea of being with people. I'm very much a people person and very much an extreme extrovert, and I love being with people. So that is it in a nutshell. So if you didn't know what being Aegoromantic is, now you do. A little bit of a thing on the Ace Reporter channel. I do promise that I am going to bring other voices on this podcast besides just me. And I have learned that I really need to learn how to edit videos if I'm going to do this on a regular basis. Either that, or I need to invest in a version of a streaming service, a video calling service, that will allow me to talk to a person for more than 40 minutes. Because the last time I tried to conduct an interview, we went over, it cut us off mid-sentence, and it was a complete disaster. So, if anybody has those skills, please feel free to put them up in the comments. So that is all I have to say about this. So, thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Thank you for watching. And, let me know what you want to talk about next. All right? Thank you very much. Bye-bye.